Vous avez certainement entendu parler des adjectifs et des adverbes en anglais. Mais qu'est-ce que c'est et surtout comment les utiliser? Eh bien, c'est le sujet de la vidéo d'aujourd'hui. Après avoir regardé cette vidéo, vous saurez exactement ce que c'est qu'un adjectif en anglais et ce que c'est qu'un adverbe et surtout où les placer dans la phrase et comment les utiliser. Hello everybody, it's Coach Joe, your English coach. So without further ado, let's get started. For the first part, let's talk about adjectives. What are adjectives? Well, adjectives describe or modify a noun or pronoun. That's what they do. They modify a noun or modify a pronoun. Adjectives provide information about qualities, quantities, or state of being of nouns. They answer questions like what kind, how many, and which ones, okay, or which one. Those are the three types of questions and adjective answers, all right? So I have plenty of examples for you guys so you can understand exactly what an adjective is and how to use them. The first one is beautiful. Example, the view from the mountains is beautiful. So here the question is, what kind of view do we get from the mountains? Okay, what kind of view? We get a beautiful view. So here it's modifying the noun, which is the view. The view is beautiful. Ancient, that's another adjective. Example, Rome is an ancient city. So here the question is, what kind? And so here you can see what kind is the question that we're answering. What kind of city is Rome? Rome is an ancient city. Example number 3, Zainab seems happy today. The question here is, what kind of person is Zainab? Okay, what kind of person does she seem like? She seems like a happy person. Okay, so here it's an adjective because we can answer the question, what kind? Example number 4, Mustafa has 7 cats. That's a lot of cats. How many cats? That's the question it's answering. How many cats does Mustafa have? 7. So 7 is an adjective. This is fragile, fragile. Handle this fragile glass carefully. What kind of glass is it? It is a fragile glass. So handle it with care. Handle it carefully. Example, enormous. That's an adjective. How do we know it's an adjective? Well, let's read the sentence and then let's see if we can answer the question with one of these. The sentence is, they live in an enormous house. So here, what kind of house is it? It's an enormous house, therefore, enormous is an adjective. Vous voyez tous ces exemples juste pour cristalliser la notion d'adjectif. Je pouvais juste m'arrêter ici, 3 exemples et c'est fini. Mais j'aime vraiment faire des leçons exhaustives pour que vous compreniez exactement comment utiliser ces concepts. Example, blue. The sky is a clear blue today. What color? Okay, again, what? What color? Or what kind of sky do we have? Clever. Thomas is a clever student. What kind of student is Thomas? Heavy. That box is too heavy to lift. What kind of box is it? It is a heavy box. Last example, tiny. Tiny is small. Chantal wore a tiny diamond ring. What size? Again, what? And then size. What size diamond ring is it? C'est comme ça qu'on va poser la question. What size diamond ring? Okay? What size diamond ring is it? Ou bien what size diamond ring did Chantal where. Ne dites pas did Chantal wore. Dès que vous conjuguez l'auxiliaire, ne conjuguez plus le verbe. All right, so now you understand exactly what an adjective is. So, where do we place an adjective? Où est-ce qu'on place l'adjectif exactement? Où est-ce qu'on le positionne? So, generally, adjectives are placed right before the noun. So, for example, ancient city, right? 7 cats. For example, fragile glass, right? So right before the noun because it is modifying the noun. But we can also place it right after the verb. Zineb seems happy. She seems happy, right? It's right after the verb. All right, so now you understand what an adjective is and when to use an adjective and where in the sentence to place an adjective. Now let's talk about adverbs. What are adverbs? Adverbs modify verbs, adjectives, or other adverbs. You see that an adjective modifies a noun or a pronoun, but an adverb modifies a verb. Adverb. It modifies a verb. It also modifies an adjective. That's crazy. And then it modifies other adverbs. Those are the 3 things it modifies. Adverbs can change the meaning of a verb or provide additional context to the action or state that is being described. So they change the meaning of a verb, all right? And adverbs answer questions like how, where, when, and to what extent. To what extent means to what degree, okay? To what degree. Examples. Again, here I have 10 examples for you guys. So after all these 10 examples, you will know exactly what an adverb is and most importantly, how to use them. All right, quickly, that's an adverb. Example, Stella ran quickly to the store. Here, how, okay, how did she run? How did Stella run? Very, that's an adverb. The painting is very beautiful. The painting is very beautiful. How do we know that this is an adverb? Because beautiful to what extent? So here, you see, this is an adjective. This adverb is modifying this adjective, right? We said that it modifies adjectives. It's modifying this adjective. Beautiful to what degree? Well, very beautiful. That is the extent. That is the degree. Another example, tomorrow is an adverb. Did you know that tomorrow was an adverb? Well, the sentence is, we will meet tomorrow. And the question is when, okay, when will we meet? These are the types of questions to let you know that we are talking about an adverb. When will we meet? We will meet tomorrow. Therefore, tomorrow is an adverb. Outside. The kids played, passé simple, outside. Lorsque vous prononcez les verbes au passé simple, prononcez-les pour qu'on sache que c'est au passé simple. Ne dites pas the kids play outside. Non, c'est played outside. Et lorsque vous faites la liaison, ça ressemble à ceci. The kids played outside. Played outside. Parce que vous faites la liaison entre le D et le O. The kids played outside. Well, where did the kids play? Ici, ne conjuguez plus le verbe parce qu'on a déjà conjugué l'auxiliaire. Donc, where, c'est une des questions qui répond au fait qu'on a affaire à un adverbe. Where did the kids play? They played outside. Therefore, outside is an adverb. Quiet. Quiet. Ça, c'est quiet. Quiet. Ne confondez pas ça avec quiet. Ne confondez pas quiet avec quiet. Quiet, c'est calme. Et vous voyez comment je l'ai prononcé. Quiet. Comme s'il y avait un Y avant le E. Quiet. Vous voyez l'adverbe yet. Ok, yet. Encore, pas encore. Have you done it yet? Ok, est-ce que tu l'as déjà? Donc ça peut signifier déjà dans une question ou bien encore dans une réponse. I have not done it yet. Je ne l'ai pas encore fait. Ici, c'est comme s'il y avait un Y. Yet, quiet. Mais ça, c'est quite. Quite. Il n'y a pas de Y là-bas. Quite. The book is quite interesting. Quite. The book is quite interesting. Donc, interesting to what degree? Vous voyez, ça modifie cet adjectif. Quite interesting. That's the degree. quite, interesting, okay? Slowly, si vous ne savez pas la signification de quite, c'est assez, assez. Slowly, why are you driving so slowly? Vous savez, il y a des gens qui conduisent comme ça, lentement, lentement, lentement. Why are you driving so slowly, man? How are you driving? Donc ici, la question c'est how. How are you driving? Slowly. Okay, so slowly is an adverb. Always. Ne pensez pas qu'un adverbe a toujours un ly à la fin. La vaste majorité des adverbes ont ly à la fin, mais il y a certains adverbes qui n'ont pas ly à la fin. Comme always, sometimes, tomorrow, outside, very, etc. Okay? Donc always, she always smiles at strangers. How often does she smile? How often? Okay? So how often does she smile? Donc, ce how, vous pouvez ajouter quelque chose d'autre. How often does she smile? So, well, she always smiles. All right, always smiles. N'oubliez pas de prononcer le S lorsque vous parlez. Smiles. Ne dites pas smile. Okay? She always smiles at strangers. All right, sometimes. Sometimes is also an adverb. Did you guys know that sometime is also an adverb?
I did not know that.
Well, the sentence is sometimes he can be stubborn. By the way, do not confuse sometimes with sometime in one word without the S and sometime in two words without the S. Go watch my video on the difference between sometimes, sometime, and sometime to understand what the difference is. Sometimes he can be stubborn. He can be stubborn. Stubborn, c'est dur de tête. Vous avez des gens comme ça dans votre cercle qui sont durs de tête. They are stubborn. Sometimes, same question. How often is he stubborn? Well, he's stubborn sometimes. Not all the time, but sometimes. Really, I am really tired after the hike. Hike, c'est randonnée de montagne. After the hike. Hike, okay? I'm really tired. Ça, c'est pas tired, c'est tired. Ce n'est pas tired, okay? J'entends très souvent les francophones dire tired. C'est tired. C'est comme si c'était comme ça. Tired. Tired. Ça, c'est un R. Même ici, là. Ici, c'est comme si c'était tired. Voilà. Tired. I'm really tired after the hike. Tired to what degree? To what extent? Well, really. Ou bien very tired. And then the last one, silently. They entered the room silently. How did they enter the room? Okay, so we talked about how, we talked about where, we talked about when, we talked about to what extent. These are adverbs because they answer these questions. So where do we put adverbs? Where do we position the adverbs in a sentence? Well, contrary to adjectives, adverbs can be anywhere in the sentence. They can be in the beginning of a sentence, they can be in the middle of the sentence, or they can be at the end of a sentence. So beginning, middle, or end of a sentence. So beginning of a sentence here, we can see right here. Sometimes that's the beginning of the sentence. Sometimes he can be stubborn. Well, they can be in the middle of a sentence. For example, Stella ran quickly to the store. That is the middle of the sentence. Or they can be at the end of the sentence. For example, they entered the room silently. They entered the room silently. So they can be at the beginning, in the middle, or at the end of a sentence. All right, everybody. Now you understand exactly what an adjective is, what an adverb is, what questions they answer, and most importantly, where in the sentence to place them. So next time you know exactly how to use an adjective and how to use an adverb. What I want you guys to do is to write sentences in the comments for me. Write sentences in the comments. Also, si vous pensez que ces notions-là, c'est des notions que vous avez du mal à saisir, ne vous inquiétez pas. Nous avons un programme d'immersion sur mesure pour les francophones comme vous et nous avons aidé des milliers de francophones dans plus de 50 pays du monde entier à parler couramment anglais aujourd'hui. Si vous êtes intéressé par notre programme d'immersion, allez dans la barre de description de cette vidéo, cliquez sur le lien qu'il y a là-bas, rentrez vos informations et moi-même personnellement, je vais vous contacter pour vous en dire plus sur notre programme d'immersion anglaise. Alright everybody, likez la vidéo, partagez cette vidéo, souscrivez-vous à la chaîne et bien entendu, activez la cloche de notification pour ne plus jamais rater mes vidéos. It's Coach Joe, your English coach. Take care guys.